Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with a boomy guide. I hope you will enjoy this. I spent the last month leveling up my boomy, getting it up to work. I've done some nombre gun and I must say in PvP guys, boomy is way more fun than my warrior. For now. Maybe warrior next phase will be better. I mean the copium is still there. Without further ado, let's talk about the best talents, runes, items, professions, and a little bit of rotation guidance. You know, if you need that. It's not that hard, but I think it will help you if you want to get that massive crits, those massive DPS one-shots. So, talents. What we have now, it's so I must say straight from the bat that we are kind of stuck with the talents. What I mean by that is that we don't really have many options when it comes to talents. 5 points in improved wrath is a must. 5 points in Moonfire is a must for PvP. This one is a bit tricky. You know, I wish I had one more point for improved Starfire, but we can't because we have to put 3 points here to go lower because these talents are really not that great. Increased physical damage in all forms, not that great. Interruptions when casting Entangling Roots. Nah, it's not good because Entangling Roots you cast it from afar. It's a pretty small cast, so it's not gonna be that much of an issue. So natural shapeshifter, of course you're gonna shift in bear a lot. We're gonna talk about that as well. Not a lot, but when you get trained it's better to just shift in bear and do your thing there. Also nature's reach. Very good talent. 20% more range for all our spells basically. Then we go to Vengeance, increase critical strike damage bonus of your Starfire, Moonfire and Wrath spells. Of course this is what the Boomkin is all about, right? Improved Starfire, we get a Starfire proc for a stun. And also guys, I don't think you knew that, but it also works on Star Surge. So even though it doesn't say here, Star Surge also has a chance to stun the enemy. Nature's Grace, this is basically all spell critical grace you with a blessing of nature, reducing the cast time of your next spell by 0.5 seconds. So when you do a crit, you get your next spell to be casted faster. Then also we got Moon Fury. This is just a flat 10% damage increase, which is very good for Starfire, Moonfire and Red spells. And of course Moon King form, that is what we are all about guys. So when it comes to runes, this is basically how your runes gonna look like. Maybe 90% of the time you can do basically 2 changes when it comes to runes. The most important one is Fury of Stormwatch for Survival of the Fittest. So Fury of Stormwatch, as you know, you cast Wrath and you spend no mana, right? And you can get a free healing touch when you do Wrath. But Survival of the Fittest reduces the chance you'll be critical hit by melee attacks by 6%, reduces all damage taken by 10%. Damage taken reduced by an additional 10% while in bear form or dire form. 6% less crits on you and also 10% damage taken. If you feel that you are getting trained a lot, Survival of the Fittest is very good. Maybe not even if you feel like that. If you can get this rune guys, it will help you a lot. It will help you so much in PvP actually, since also when you shift in bear or dire bear form, you also get another 10% and you have phrase regeneration, you do a bash, you do stuff like that. So yes, Survival of the Fittest, I find it in Battlegrounds the better rune, but maybe Fury of the Storm Rage is better when you do those Asian Veil events, if you go to Kata and you want to do some PvP before you wipe them at glaive, you know what I mean. Yeah, Fury of the Storm Rage is a bit better in those situations, and maybe the Blood Moon event as well, because on the Blood Moon event you have basically a pocket healer with you and you will get healed, and those rats with no mana might get in more handy, because if you leave a lot your mana is gonna drain just from the rats that you will do. And the other rune that I was talking about is instead of Dream State, which I think you know what Dream State does. Your damage, expel, critical strikes grant you 50% of your mana regeneration while casting for 8 seconds and increase nature damage dealt to the target by 20% for 12 seconds. So this is basically our PvE rune that we are using all the time, but you have survival instincts, guys. When activated, this grants you 30% of your max health for 20 seconds. After the effect expires, the health is lost, usable in any form. In addition, you regenerate 5 rage every time you dodge while in bear form or dire bear form, 10 energy while in cat form, or 1% of your maximum mana while in any other form. Also, if you feel like you are getting trained and you need a little bit of more survivability, survival instincts is the best thing for you right now. I feel like in Warsongs, in Arati Basins, maybe survival instinct paired with survival of the fittest is insane actually. But Fury of the Storm Mage, I like it more for damage, of course, and also Dream State because we get that dream. So survival of the fittest, I wouldn't change it that much for Dream State for survival of the fittest, just because we lose so much damage. You basically deal 20% less damage and 50% less mana regeneration. But when it comes to Fury of Stormwatch, survival of the fittest might be a better rune in some situations, let's say. So so even though we don't have many options here in the talent tree, we do have some options in the rune tree. As for the glove runes, always Sunfire, guys. Wild Growth, it gets you out of Boomkin form, you don't want that. Here, Eclipse every time, and Star Surge, of course, every time. So that's the runes. Let's now talk about some items. I had another page prepared for us, of course. So let's start with the head. A lot of people ask what is better. Is it better to go tailoring and make the tailor headpiece, or is it better to go leatherworking and make the leatherworking headpiece? I can tell you this: for damage and overall things, leather headpiece is better. But it's not that much of a difference, to be honest. So if you like tailoring more, you can go with tailoring, is just fine. And when it comes to profession combination, everything, I mean not everything, maybe not blacksmithing, of course, but any other combination works. So you can have leatherworking alchemy, you can have leatherworking engineering for those, for the bombs, for those other things. You can have tailoring engineering, you can have tailoring alchemy. The potions are very, 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 very strong right now. But yeah, that's up to you. When it comes to the neck, of course, we have the neck from Gnomerigan. We have a lot of items from Gnomerigan. I would say what it's not here, of course, is the trinkets from PvP. But one mention for you guys. So basically everything that is here, yes, is the best items that we can get. You know about this, this is all from Gnomerigan, nothing else. So, but besides this, we also have one more trinket that I want to give a special mention to, is the one that I have now on me, which is the Weirdal's Hardened Core. So this item, what it does, I know it's a tank item from Gnomerigan. You get some resistances, which is also nice. You get a stamina plus 7 as well. So every half an hour, what you can do with this, you also have a chance to dodge by 1%. You can increase armor by 1000, but movement speed is reduced by 60%. Effects cannot be removed and lasts for 10 seconds. So imagine survival of the fittest, bear form, the insane armor, and you add even more with that. You add even 1k more armor. No melee can kill you at that. So yes, that was the honorable mention that I wanted to talk about. And when it comes to rotation, it's pretty simple. Let's do a quick by the way, afterwards I will play some Blood Moon events. I will play some war songs for you to see how I kill a lot of people, how I do those insane crits. You can basically, guys, if you do a starfire into a star surge, you can do some insane amounts of damage. I've done up to 2k damage in two spells, guys. So the crits with the boomkin are going insane. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the footage here. Also, if you want to see my warrior PvP guide, you have it right now on the screen on the top right, I think it will be. And yeah, few rotations. So basically, if you find yourself that you have a little bit of time, you do a star search, you can go straight into a starfire, then a sunfire, then another starfire, depends. But usually you want to star search, you want to put your dots on the target and then do a starfire into another star search. Afterwards you can do maybe 2 rats if you have the time, but if not, if you have a lot of you know, of those eclipse, of the eclipse buff for starfire, you can just do starfires. Starfires just do so much damage, guys. It does, like, I've done highest crit I've done with a starfire, I think it's 1.6k right now. So yes, it does a lot of damage. And now I will leave you with some footage of how I own some people.